great. You know, when we started law school, 2 years, 9 months, 1 week, 4 days, and 10 hours ago, roughly speaking, I didn't think this day would ever come. And now that it is actually here, it seems surreal. 3 years ago, during orientation, the class of 2009 met for the first time. Although we were strangers to one another, we all shared common characteristics, for we all possessed a strong desire to succeed, and as Professor Spearman would say, we were all just babies in the law. During orientation, we were placed in our respective sections, and we all heard stories from upperclassmen about our first-year professors that made us wonder if we had enough time to complete our tasks. But in the spirit of Thurgood Marshall, we quickly adapted our schedules to our professors and to each other, and we faced every challenge head-on with dignity and courage, and accomplished our goal of graduating law school. In the beginning, some of us were outspoken and some reserved. But whatever our unique characteristics and personalities, we soon developed lifelong friendships and became a family. We worked together over the last 3 years, counting down in anticipation of this day. But now that the day has come, where do we go from here? Well, for most of us, the immediate future is bar prep and then the bar exam. And then eventually for all of us, it is our lives and our careers. And I believe that time will play a major factor in our personal lives. We lawyers pride ourselves on time. For example, the infamous billable hours. Well, technically, it's a billable 10 minutes, because we take 60 minutes, we divide it into 6 parts, and bill at 10-minute increments. Yet, we complain when we go down to the courthouse, and we get a ticket when the parking meter runs out of time. You see, time is a lawyer's most valuable asset, and yet his biggest nemesis. And I'm sure most of my classmates can attest to that after being in Texas practice this semester, or in an infamous and illustrious federal jurisdiction class. And who can forget that wonderful professor that teaches torts, constitutional law, and First Amendment, where time was always of the essence. But as much as I hate to admit that these individuals are right, the truth is they are. Time has governed each of us. Time has governed each of us since we started law school. I remember thinking during our 1L year, this stuff is not complicated, it's just a lot of it. And if there were 36 hours in a day, then we probably could have. Not necessarily would have, but we could have read every case. For most of us, starting Monday, time will become our biggest challenge, and for the rest of our professional careers. On Monday, most of us will start preparing for this little test called the bar exam. You see, the biggest thing about the bar exam is that it decides whether we get licensed to practice law or not. But did you ever take the time to think that every test we took in law school decided if we would even sit for the bar exam? Since our 1L year, all we've heard is the bar exam this and the bar exam that. But what about those 15 courses that we were required to take, each of which contained its own mini bar exam? How did we get past those? It's simple. We put forth the time. So let's do the same for the bar exam. In law school, we started studying for exams during the reading period. This is assuming that we didn't do anything else the rest of the semester to get ready for those exams. With the bar exam, our reading period starts on Monday. We have 10 weeks to get ready for 23 subject areas. But unlike law school, we have been preparing for the bar exam over the last 3 years. And we have been successful at it. Otherwise, we would not be here tonight. Class of 2009, the bar exam is not to be feared, because we are equipped with the tools to conquer it. We all started law school knowing that it was a 3-year commitment. We have been through 2 years and 9 months. Let's not quit with 3 months remaining. Let's put forth the requisite time and rise above the statistics and rise above the generalizations. My fellow graduates, after we pass the bar exam, that is when our time really begins. Each of us has a destiny that we will pursue. And wherever we are, let us not forget the time we have spent together. Let us take the bonds we have formed over the last 3 years and use them to grow ourselves and grow our school. It is our responsibility to give back to an institution that has given us our livelihood. It is our time to shine, and it is our time to take TMSL to the next level. I believe that this is also an appropriate time to address all those that have made it possible for us graduates to be here tonight. I know each one of my fellow classmates would like to share a few words with their loved ones, but unfortunately, that would take way too much time. So on behalf of the graduating class of 2009, I say to all of our loved ones, thank you. Thank you for all that you have done, and thank you for all that you continue to do for us. I would like to personally thank my parents and my family for supporting me through 28 years. Without your support, I would not be here tonight. Also, to all my friends, thank you for everything that you have done for me. And a special thank you to a woman who has been the motivation behind my success, my fiancée. Honey, I love you, and I can't wait to marry you. I would like to share with you one of my favorite quotes by His Highness the Aga Khan. A man's chief capital is time. If he wastes time, he wastes his greatest asset, which cannot be recouped. And so, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting any more of your time, I give you the Thurgood Marshall School of Law class of 2009. Thank you.